So now that we got started with Midjourney and also had the look behind the scenes, it's time to dive deeper. And in this course section, we are going to dive into Midjourney's fundamentals. Here is what you can look forward to: generating your first images, learning about different commands, understanding the parameters you can play with, crafting and refining your prompts, creating a concept prompt. By the end of this section, not only will you have your first masterpiece, but you will also be armed with a secret tip to maximize your Midjourney experience. So without further ado, let's jump in. Alright folks, let's get straight into creating your first image. First, type in imagine and hit enter. This is the magical command to generate an image. Now let's give it something to work with. Type in dog portrait, sweet smiling. This is our creative prompt. Feel free to get more specific. You can specify the breed of the dog, set a different mood, or even add a background. Once you are happy with your prompt, press enter and watch the magic unfold before your eyes. The Midjourney bot generates 4 incredible options for you to explore in under a minute. As soon as the image grid appears, you will notice 2 rows of buttons popping up, giving you even more control over your project. Now you might be wondering, what do these buttons do? Let me break it down for you. The U buttons are your friends when you want to enlarge an image while keeping it crystal clear. The V buttons are all about variety. They help you to create subtle changes in a selected image from the grid. You will see numbers 1 through 4. These represent the images in your grid, ordered clockwise starting from the top left corner. The fun little recycle or reroll button gives you a whole new set of images generated from your prompt if you want to mix things up. Sounds simple, right? Let's upscale the image you like the most. For example, if you like the image below left, all you need to do is click on U3. What happens next is pure magic. Midjourney enhances your chosen image, boosting its resolution and packing it with more exquisite details. Particularly in the Midjourney version 4, the image receives a detailed upgrade during the upscaling process and varies slightly from the initial grid image. So give yourself a pat on the back. You've just crafted your first AI-generated image with Midjourney. But what if you're not entirely satisfied with the results? Imagine you have got your eyes on the first image in the grid, but you are thinking, this is great, but it could be even better. Well, here is what you should do. Click on V1 and submit. Midjourney springs into action, crafting 4 brand new images based on the one you selected. The differences might be subtle, but they are definitely there. Now here is the twist. If you decide to reroll the variations, Midjourney smartly generates 4 fresh takes on that variation, not 4 entirely new images from your original prompt. It's like fine-tuning a masterpiece. Now let's have a look at a few more fun options you have at your disposal. First up, very strong and very subtle. These options put a spin on your chosen image, generating 4 distinct alternatives in a fresh grid. It's a bit like asking the AI, hey, what other ideas do you have for this image? Next, there is the zoom out feature, which is pretty much what it sounds like, gives you a wider view of your chosen image. If you come across an image that you absolutely love, just hit the button with the heart icon. This means your image will pop up in the favorite section in your gallery, making it super easy to find again. Last but not least, if you click web, it will open up the image in your gallery. So go ahead and play around with these options. You never know what you might discover. So you have created your first AI-generated masterpiece with Midjourney. What's next? Saving your work, of course. Simply click on the image and right-click to save it on your device. If you are using a mobile, just hold down the image and the download icon will appear. Keep in mind that the standard size of Midjourney images is around 700 by 700 pixels. Need something larger? You will have to use third-party tools to upscale your art. My go-to upscale tool is imageupscaler.com. It's easy to use and offers a few free credits every month. Another solid option is bigjpeg.com. Give them a go. Note, I have no affiliation with these tools. They are just my personal preferences. In our next lecture, we will delve into the different commands Midjourney offers. In the previous lecture, we got a taste of some cool features that Midjourney offers. But guess what? There is even more. As we dive deeper into our journey with Midjourney, it's essential we familiarize ourselves with its sets of unique commands. Here on Discord, we make use of special commands as tools to communicate with our AI. Midjourney has a collection of these commands tailor-made to cater to your image generation needs. To use a command, you start by typing / into the text field. As soon as you do this, you will see a list of commands that Midjourney recognizes. For instance, whenever you want to generate an image, you will need to type /imagine. This way, Discord recognizes you're issuing a command for Midjourney, and Midjourney knows to start creating an image based on your following prompt. Let's uncover all the commands you can utilize and explain their functions. The /ask command. This is your personal assistant within Midjourney. Have a question? Just type in /ask followed by your query. If it's a simple question, this Midjourney bot will promptly answer you. But for complex questions, it might not be sufficient. Instead, the bot will provide a link to the Midjourney quick guide. Of course, for an in-depth understanding of various topics, this course will be your best resource. The /blend command. This tool is truly magical as it lets you blend 2 to 5 images, synthesizing the key concepts and aesthetics from each to generate a novel image. It's a powerful way to infuse multiple images into a single creation. However, there are some constraints to keep in mind. The /blend command only works with image prompts. It doesn't support text prompts. If you want to incorporate more than 5 images or mix text and image prompts, the /imagine command is the way to go. The /describe command. This is a fantastic feature for when you're struggling to put your vision into words. With the /describe command, Midjourney assists you by suggesting prompts based on an image you upload. Here is how it works. Use the /describe command to upload an image that is close to what you have in mind. Midjourney analyzes the image and generates 4 potential prompts that describe the image. You have the option to take these prompts as they are or edit them further to refine your vision. Use the generated prompts with the /imagine command to create new images. While it might not be perfect every time, it's an invaluable tool to kickstarting your creative process, especially when you're facing a creative block or just need a nudge in the right direction. The prompts provided by the /describe command can also give you insights into different descriptive words that you might not have thought of. As the name suggests, the /help command is a quick way to access useful information about how to use Midjourney. When you type /help, the Midjourney bot will provide a brief description of each available command along with a short explanation of how to use them. The /info command. This command is extremely useful for keeping track of your usage and understanding the details of your Midjourney account. The Midjourney bot will provide you with a wealth of information regarding your account. Here is what you can expect to see. Subscription details, it tells you which subscription plan you are currently on and the date when it renews. The /info command is vital for managing your account effectively and efficiently, especially if you are a heavy user of Midjourney's services. It's also a fun way to track your creative journey and see how much you have accomplished. You can use the Prefer option to create shortcuts. Here you can give it a name, for example, mine, then press the right arrow key, enter value, press tab, and in the value field you can enter your parameters. We'll cover parameters in the next section, but to quickly explain this command, AR is one of many parameters you can put at the end of a prompt, and it means aspect ratio. Now you can add the parameter mine to the end of the prompt and you will get 4:3 ratio images without the color red in the image. You want to delete a custom option, just type /prefer option set and the name of your option and leave the value box empty. The prefer option list command. This command will provide you with a list of all the custom shortcuts you have created using the prefer option set command. It's a handy way to keep track of all your custom settings, especially if you have created multiple shortcuts. Keep in mind, you can have up to 20 custom options at a time. The prefer suffix command allows you to set a default set of parameters that will be automatically added to the end of all your prompts. If you want to remove your preferred suffix, you can do this via the settings command. After typing /settings, simply select the Reset Settings options to clear your preferred suffix. The /settings command offers a range of toggle options for frequently used parameters such as the model version, style value, quality value, upscaler version, and many more. The remix mode is an advanced tool that we will delve deeper into later. However, in simplified terms, remix mode allows you to modify your variation prompts. The style parameter toggle dictates how stylized or realistic your generated image will be. High values will yield more stylized artistic images, while lower values produce more natural, realistic images. Pro Plan subscribers can activate stealth mode to hide their images from public view, ensuring their privacy. Remember though, images generated in public Discord channels will still be visible even with stealth mode activated. They will only be hidden in the Midjourney gallery. Thus, generating images in your private server is necessary to keep them completely private. You can switch between fast mode and relax mode. Remember, you only get a certain number of fast mode hours based on your subscription. Once you use them up, you can either buy more fast hours or switch to relax mode, which is a lot slower. The /show command lets you retrieve a previous job using its job ID. You can find the job ID at the end of the image URL when viewing an image in your Midjourney gallery or from the file name when you have downloaded the image. All you need to do is paste the job ID and your job will be retrieved. From there you have the option to create variations, upscale the image or reroll it. This is a powerful command that gives you the ability to revisit past work and experiment further with prompts you have found particularly inspiring or effective. This was just a quick overview of all the currently available commands. I'll update this course when new commands are released. In the meantime, you can refer to Midjourney's official documentation or stay updated on new features by checking the announcements thread in Midjourney's Discord channel. In this lesson, We'll learn how to make our prompts better and shorter to achieve more accurate images. We'll use the /shorten command in Midjourney. Imagine having a tool that pinpoints crucial keywords in your prompts and suggests what to trim. That's the /shorten command for you. However, it's essential to note that this feature isn't compatible with multi-prompts or the no parameter. We will learn about the no parameter and the multi-prompt later in this course. Midjourney bot processes your prompts by dissecting them into tokens. These tokens can be as small as syllables or as long as phrases. Tokens are essentially the DNA of your prompt. They are the bricks and mortar that the bot uses to craft the desired visual. But why is this necessary? Long prompts with unnecessary words, lengthy descriptions, poetic phrases, or direct addressing of the bot like "please make me an image" or "thank you for your help, Midjourney bot," can lead to unexpected elements being added to your images. The /shorten command can help you discover the most important words in your prompt and what words you can omit. Let's dive into a live demonstration. Our original prompt starts with, "Please create a whimsical, majestic tower of donuts," and ends with, "Thank you." Feeding this to the /shorten command, the Midjourney bot spits out some fascinating insights. Let's see them now. Observe how the bot emphasizes the tokens tower and majestic and magical, while deeming terms like whimsical and masterpiece less essential. It's illuminating to see that our aim for a stack of delectable donuts might have been overshadowed by the term magical, leading the bot towards a fairy tale-ish visual. Keywords like "thank you" get omitted because they are less useful for the prompt. There are now 5 prompts you can decide from. Let's go with the first prompt. Keep in mind the /shorten tool is good, but not perfect. Sometimes it might not work just right with certain topics or styles, but it's a great helper to understand how the Midjourney bot thinks and make our prompts better for the result we want. Ready for a challenge? Take one of your past prompts, apply the /shorten command, and compare the visual results. In order to fully leverage the capabilities of Midjourney and customize the way you generate images, it's important to make use of parameters. Think of parameters as extra settings you can adjust your prompt to alter the outcome of your image generation. These parameters have the power to influence various facets of your image, such as aspect ratio determines the width and height of your image. Chaos adjusts the level of variation and randomness in your image. Image weight adjusts the importance of the image compared to the text prompt. With the parameter no, the images will not have included the described value. Quality alters the level of detail and rendering time of your image. Repeat generates multiple tasks through a single prompt. Seed sets the starting point for the image generation process. Stop determines the percentage of completion for the image generation process. Style specifies the version of the Midjourney model used to generate your image. Stylize adjusts the Midjourney aesthetic style strength of your image. And Tile generates seamless stylable images for creating patterns. Parameters are added to the end of a prompt, and multiple parameters can be included in each prompt. For example, imagine a cute orange bird flying over a park with an aspect ratio 16:9, chaos 70, quality 0.5. This prompt will generate an image of a cute orange bird flying over a park with a 16:9 aspect ratio widescreen high variation chaos, and low details quality. Most parameters in Midjourney can indeed be written in a shorthand version for your convenience. And the good news is that Midjourney understands both versions just fine. Alright, let's dive in and explore what each parameter can do with practical examples to get a clearer understanding. The aspect ratio parameter is all about defining your image's form and scale. With this handy parameter, you are given the choice to set a particular ratio like 16:9. Let's illustrate this with an example. Here you are telling the system to generate an image and you want this image to have a 16:9 aspect ratio. The aspect ratio tells you how wide an image is compared to its height. It's usually shown as two numbers with a colon in between, like 7:4 or 4:3. If an image is square, meaning its width and height are the same, its aspect ratio is 1:1, which is also the default setting in Midjourney. So an image that is 1000 pixels wide and 1000 pixels high would have an 1:1 aspect ratio. The same goes for an image that is 1500 pixel by 1500 pixel. For a computer screen, you might see an aspect ratio like 16:10. This means the screen is wider than it's tall. The chaos parameter acts like a dial that controls the degree of randomness and variation in the images you create. Think of it as the spice factor of your image generation. A high chaos value means more unpredictability and uniqueness in your image, whereas a low value will yield more consistent and predictable images. The default setting is 0, but you can adjust this value anywhere from 0 up to 100. Let's illustrate this with a couple of examples. In this case, you are instructing the system to create an image of a bird flying in a park with a relatively low chaos value of 15. This implies that the resulting image will likely resemble other images generated with this prompt, as there is less randomness involved. Contrarily, here you are asking for a similar image, but with a high chaos value of 85. This will result in a more unique and varied image, possibly quite different from other images generated with the same prompt due to a high degree of randomness. The image weight parameter gives you the power to adjust the influence of the referenced image you are using in relation to the text in your prompt. To reference an image, you need to copy and paste the image URL. As the image weight value increases, the image's influence on the final output becomes more pronounced. If you don't specify a value for the image weight, the system will automatically use the default value. The default setting for this parameter is 1, and you can use any value between 0 and 2. Let's use an example to highlight the difference between an image weight value of 0.5 and 2. In this command, you are asking the system to generate an image of a dark-skinned princess using the given image link as a reference. However, with an image weight of 0.5, the final image is less influenced by the reference image and more by the text prompt. Contrarily, in this command you are using the same reference image, but with a much higher image weight value of 2. This means the final generated image will be heavily influenced by the reference image, potentially leading to a more accurate representation of the original picture. The no parameter comes in handy when you want to exclude certain elements or characteristics from your generated image. This provides you with greater control over the image outcome. Whether it's a particular object, color, texture, or any other attribute, The no parameter empowers you to simply exclude it from the final product. Let's understand this with an example. This generated image contains various colors as per the AI's interpretation of colorful. Here we are giving a similar command, but with the no red parameter. As you can see, this instructs the system to generate the same image, but without any red color in it. The quality parameter essentially controls the level of detail in the image you generate, as well as the rendering time. A higher value for this parameter results in images that are more intricate and polished. However, creating such images takes more time and consumes more credits. On the other hand, a lower value generates less detailed images more quickly and it costs a fewer credits. Let's illustrate this with a couple of examples. In this command, you are instructing the system to create an image of a bird flying over a park, but with a relatively low quality value of 0.25. As you can see, this means the resulting image will be less detailed and refined, but it will cost less in terms of credits and will be produced more quickly. Here you are asking for a similar image, but with a high quality value of 1. This will result in a more detailed and polished image. However, it will cost more credits and take longer to generate. The default setting for this parameter is 1, and you can use any value between 0.25 and 1. The repeat parameter is a handy tool that allows you to run a job multiple times. This is a fantastic way to accelerate your visual exploration and generate a range of images quickly. You can also couple repeat with other parameters like chaos to make your visual exploration experience even more dynamic and creative. The seed parameter is what determines the starting point for the image generation process. The seed value itself is of no particular relevance since it's simply a number that is used to generate a random but consistent element of noise to the process. If you use the same seed number with the same prompt, you will get very similar images each time. Although Midjourney automatically generates random seed numbers for each image, you can also manually specify them using the seed parameter. Any whole number between 0 and 4,294,967,295 can be used as a seed number. Let's take a look at an example to understand how the seed number influences the generated image. First, you need to allow private messages from the Midjourney bot in your server's privacy settings. Now, you can find the seed number of a job by reacting to it with an envelope emoji. When you run this command twice with the same seed number, the generated images will be almost identical. This is because the same initial grid of visual noise is being used for both images. On the other hand, if you run the command with different seed numbers, the two images generated will be unique from each other as the starting grid of visual noise will be different for each one. The stop parameter gives you the ability to hold a job at a certain point during the process. A lower stop percentage results in less detailed, somewhat blurrier images, while a higher stop percentage yields sharper and more intricate images. Let's illustrate this with an example. In this command, you're asking the system to create an image of a greenhouse, but you're setting the stop parameter to 30%. This means the image creation process will be halted when it's 30% complete, resulting in an image that is less detailed and somewhat blurry. Here you are requesting a similar image but with a stop parameter of 70%. As you can see, this instructs the system to halt the image creation process when it's 70% complete, generating a sharper and more detailed image. This can be really handy if you want to make the background blurry in something like a 2D cartoon picture. The default setting for the stop parameter is 100%, and you can use any value between 10% and 100% according to your needs. As of the latest version 5.1 of Midjourney, the raw style is the only available one. You can set the style using the settings command to append the style raw parameter to all prompts. When you use the style raw parameter, you are essentially minimizing the impact of Midjourney's default aesthetic on your generated images. This can be particularly beneficial for advanced users who desire greater control over their image output and for creating images that are incredibly lifelike and realistic. Let's understand this through an example. In this command, you're asking the system to generate an image of a lion. The resulting image will be rendered using the default settings and style of Midjourney. Here you are requesting a similar image, but this time you are using the style raw parameter. By comparing the results of these two commands, you will be able to see the difference that the raw style can make in terms of the image's realism and detail. This was just a quick look at all the parameters. I'll add updates to this course when new parameters come out. Until then, you can look at Midjourney's official documentation or stay updated on new stuff by checking the announcements in the Discord channel. In this lesson, we will explore additional and new parameters to enhance our artistic journey. The stylize parameter is a tool that allows you to dictate the aesthetic style of the images you generate. Higher values for this parameter will yield images that are more stylized and artistic, while lower values will produce images that appear more realistic and natural. You can use any value between 0 and 1000 to influence the style of your images. The default setting for the stylized parameter is 100. Let's illustrate this with an example. In this command, you're asking the system to generate an image of a cute bear with a relatively low stylized value of 30. This means the resulting image will appear more natural and also match the prompt closely. In this instance, you're requesting a similar image but with a high stylized value of 800. This instruction will produce an image that is more stylized and artistic, but less connected to the prompt. The tile parameter allows you to seamlessly create patterned images with ease. It's fantastic for creating repeatable designs, whether it be for wallpapers, textiles, or digital backgrounds. While you can use any object or concept for your patterns, sometimes it may take a bit of experimentation to achieve your desired result. These patterns can be anything from a specific object to more abstract ideas like waves or intricate onyx and ivory designs. Now let's look at some examples. In this command, you're asking the system to generate a repeating pattern featuring a cartoonish illustration of a cute bear's head on a light background. In this instance, you're instructing the system to create a tile pattern featuring cute cosmic objects on a dark blue background. By playing around with the tile parameter, you can create a vast array of exciting and interesting patterns. To verify the seamless nature of your pattern, you can use online tools like Checker. An exciting feature of Midjourney is the ability to transform your image grid into a captivating short video and receive the video link directly. Initiating a video creation is easier than you might think. To get started, simply add the video parameter to the end of your prompt. Once your image grid has been transformed into a video and the job is complete, you'll need to notify Midjourney bot about your interest in this video. To do this, search for the Add Reaction option. From the reactions available, select the envelope emoji. Almost instantly, the Midjourney bot will send you a direct message containing the link to your video. Clicking on the link will open a browser window with your video ready to play. But what if you want to keep it? No problem, just right-click on the video if you're on desktop or long press if you're on mobile, and you'll get the option to download and save it. There you have it. In just a few easy steps, you've transformed an image grid into a video and have it right in your grasp. Midjourney makes the process smooth and user-friendly, ensuring you can share and cherish your creations with ease. Now we are diving deep into one of the most weirdest features of Midjourney, the weird parameter. The weird parameter is designed to add that unpredictable touch to your generated images. It takes values from 0 to 3000, with the default being 0, indicating no added quirkiness. This feature is still in its experimental phase, so expect some changes over time. Worth noting, the weird parameter works well with model versions 5 till 5.2. However, when it comes to combination with the seed parameter, there might be some hiccups. Finding the sweet spot for the weird value requires some playful exploration. Every prompt is different, so there is no one-size-fits-all. Starting with a conservative weird value like 250 or 500 can be a good launching point. Depending on the results, you can then adjust the intensity. Want to combine the best of traditional beauty with unconventional aesthetics? Merge the stylize parameter with the weird parameter. For instance, let's imagine a Cyano type cat with both set to 250. They look pretty weird, right? Midjourney offers other unique parameters like chaos and stylize, but how are they different from the weird parameter? The chaos parameter is all about diversity. It determines how varied your initial grid images will be. Meanwhile, the stylize parameter determines the intensity of Midjourney's default aesthetic touch. On the other hand, the weird parameter is about embracing the unconventional. It guides the image to be more out there compared to typical Midjourney creations. With tools like the weird parameter at your disposal, the boundaries of creativity expand indefinitely. It's a call to be daring, to experiment, and to find beauty in the unconventional. Challenge yourself, craft a prompt using the weird parameter, and share your most unpredictable creation with us. Today we are diving deep into the zoom out option, a game changer in image upscaling. Imagine having a precious photo or artwork. You love every detail, but you just wish there was more space around it. That's where zoom out comes into play. The magic of this feature? It extends the canvas of your upscaled image without tampering with the core content. Before we get too excited, there's something you should remember. The zoom out function won't exceed the image's maximum size limit, which is set at 1024 by 1024 pixels. Let's explore the user interface now. Once you have upscaled an image, you'll notice two new buttons: Zoom Out 2x and Zoom Out 1.5x. Choosing any of these options will prompt the Midjourney bot to stretch the canvas, and using cues from both the original image and your given prompt. Let's put zoom out to the test. Here I have an upscaled image of a vibrant California poppies. Now I will click on the zoom out to X button. Notice how the surroundings blend seamlessly? The sky and the flowers, everything flows naturally, all while keeping the original image intact. The custom zoom button allows you to change the prompt before you expand your image, giving you a finer control over the finished image. For example, changing the prompt to a framed picture on the wall gives this result. The zoom out option truly is a blend of art and tech, allowing for creative freedom while ensuring the integrity of our beloved images. Next time you're working on a piece and feel the boundaries closing in, remember that with just a click you can breathe new space into your canvas. And now over to you. Try the zoom out feature on your favorite upscaled image and share your results with us. Happy creating and see you in the next lesson. In this lesson, we're delving into a truly fascinating feature that lets you push the boundaries of your images, the pen option. At its core, the pen option offers a way to enlarge the canvas of your image, but with a twist. Instead of expanding uniformly, you can choose a direction. Even better, this goes beyond the usual 1024 by 1024 pixel dimension constraint, but only in your chosen direction. Once you have upscaled your image, keep an eye out for these buttons. They are your gateway to the pen feature. When you select a direction, the system focuses on the closest 512 pixels of that side, combined with your prompt. This helps in generating the additional section, ensuring a natural flow. Let's dive into a hands-on demo. Here is our starting image, and I'm going to pen to the left. After your first pen, if you wish to pen again, you're bound to the same axis, either horizontal or vertical. Yet there is no limit to how many times you can pen in that chosen direction. But note, if your image grows beyond a certain size, Discord might hiccup a bit. No worries though, you'll receive a direct link to view and download your masterpiece. Now let's pen again to the right side. Here you have the option to make your image square. The pen option also supports the remix mode. This means each time you pen, you can play around with the prompt, injecting fresh energy into the new sections. For example, let's replace this with a vibrant fantasy city and pen to the right direction. With the pen option, the horizons are truly limitless. Whether you're expanding a landscape or perhaps revealing more of a bustling city scene, pen offers a novel approach to image enhancement. Now I challenge you, take an image, use the pen feature. In this lesson, we'll explore the magic of the brand new in-painting tool in Midjourney designed for changing parts of the image. First off, ensure you're using the latest Discord client. Outdated versions might keep this button hidden. After that, begin by generating an image with the /imagine command. Once you've got your grid, pick your favorite image and upscale it. Post-upscaling, the Vary Region button will make its appearance. This is your gateway to precision edits. Within the editor, opt for either the freehand or rectangular selection tools. Now go ahead and mark the regions you wish to alter. Remember, size matters here. A bigger area allows for a larger canvas for creativity, while smaller selections bring subtle alterations. Happy with the selection? Hit the submit button. You're free to return to Discord and await the magic while Midjourney gets to work. Midjourney will soon present a grid with variations based on your selection. Let's try out another example. The in-painting editor is also compatible with the remix mode. This means you can alter your prompt while tweaking specific image regions. For example, let's change this to green sunglasses. And important to note, you can use any parameters you like. For example, the no parameter and many more. Another effective way to use Midjourney's in-painting feature is to combine it with an image reference URL and set the image weight parameter to its maximum value, which is 2. First, copy the image address and then click on the Vary Region button. Here you can insert your URL. Now let's set the image weight parameter with the maximum value of 2. In this way, we ensure the image should be referenced to its maximum potential. Now let's choose the lasso tool and draw around the face. For instance, let's attempt to swap the face of this pirate with the face of this man. This method may not always yield perfect results as illustrated here, but it's just to give you an idea. Later in this course, I'll demonstrate a more reliable technique for face swapping in Midjourney. Now, armed with this knowledge, why not give it a whirl? The potential applications for this feature are endless. Explore it yourself and enjoy the experience. By now you know a lot about what Midjourney can do, but trying out all these things can take a while. In this lesson, I want to show you my process when I develop new prompts. After that, you can already create your first bigger prompt yourself and take some time to let off steam before moving on to the next chapter. We are going from guessing to a more organized way of making pictures with Midjourney. To make this whole thing easier and able to be repeated, we will focus on 7 main parts that are really important for making great pictures. Don't forget, Midjourney doesn't understand grammar, sentences or words like we do. It's really about the exact words you pick for your prompts. We are using a prompting concept template to make sure all the important words that describe the picture you want are there. You don't have to use this template and in the same exact order, but I found that it makes making pictures that match what you want easier if you follow a certain structure or template. Here is how I start. I first think about what the picture's job is and what it's supposed to do. Then I do some research in that area. I look at examples that already exist and get ideas from objects and styles. First, it's really important to figure out what the object or theme of the picture should be and then find the style that goes with it. For example, let's think about making a picture of a dog smoking a cigar, which might look cool in my office. By now, we have managed to tackle 3 parts of the 7-part concept template. This includes the medium and object from the drafting phase, and attributes from the refining phase. As a result, our concept prompt is beginning to take shape. However, we have 4 more elements to explore, which will further refine our prompt. But first, let's illustrate with an example. This prompt sets a basic scene. It communicates the medium and the object of the image, in this case, portrait of a dog, along with an activity or attribute, in this case, smoking a cigar. It's simple and clear, and it provides a good starting point for us to build upon as we move forward with our fine-tuning. The prompt might be too realistic, and you might want to change things like the head and suit. For example, cartoon, wearing a 20s style suit. If you are aiming for a less detailed, more abstract image, you can incorporate the keyword minimalistic into your prompt. If you're a fan of a particular cartoon style, don't hesitate to experiment with it. Midjourney might be able to replicate that style. For instance, if you like the style of Rick and Morty, you could modify your prompt to include the style. If you know the name of the artist and they are famous for this style, it would be even better to include their name in the prompt. That's what I'd try out now. Rick and Morty style. The picture looks very much like a cartoon and is a bit too simple. I want to change the angle in the picture and use a different background. Also, I want to make the eyes and the cigar bigger. Let's remove and replace the minimalistic keyword with a side view angle and add more attributes, a special effect, and a background. For example, let's remove the minimalistic keyword, add side portrait with big eyes, a big brown cigar, blurred casino background. I believe the minimalistic keyword might have altered the portrait style a bit too much and the image seems too detailed. So let's take out the 3-dimensional look and go for a 2-dimensional cartoon style instead. So how can we make this change efficiently? Any ideas? The answer is simple. We can use a parameter, specifically the no parameter. By using this, we can easily exclude the 3-dimensional look from our image. So let's try to remove the 3D style with the no parameter. It's almost perfect, but let's try out another attribute. Slim body, big head. I'm really happy with how the final image looks and feels. As you have seen, it takes some fine-tuning to get the perfect image. To help you with this, use the concept template I provided. You can choose to skip some parts or add more as needed. Now I want you to create 3 of your own prompts using this concept. Make any adjustments necessary to get the images you want. Then send me the images you have generated. I can't wait to see what you come up with. Hey there! So when me and my friend were crafting the ebook for this course, a certain picture came our way. It instantly grabbed my attention. Its unique style and vibrant energy was just irresistible. The image had a certain charisma, but there is a tiny hiccup. The coffee in the picture. I'd prefer the image without it, and let's not forget the hand as well. So you know what? I thought to myself, why not turn this into an interesting exercise for this course? So here is the deal. Later in this course, I'll walk you through the process of how we can digitally remove the coffee and the hand from the image. It's easier than it sounds, trust me. Plus, I'll also let you in on my little secret, where I got this beautiful handmade canvas from, and you will get to see how fantastic it looks hanging on my office wall. Stay tuned, you're in for some exciting stuff.